Thank you, Carolina, for your information. Okay, guys, now we are all together. Let's start with the important information for this side. This is what we have to check about the whole thing we're gonna do during this cycle 9. Okay, as I already said, we start today, May 23rd, and we will be together for this 9 cycle until June 5th. So, schedule, guys. This is my special invitation for you to be on time so we can start on time and we can take advantage of the time as much as we can. This is gonna be our break, and of course you guys will have to break, yeah, with the same punctuality. And then you guys will be back again in class at 8 with teacher Laura. Okay? Manuela, thank you for your intervention. Oh yes, that's okay, don't worry. Okay, so you guys already met your teacher. Now let's talk about the important information for this side. Here we are, welcome back again. I hope you guys could have some time for resting, yeah, and just be back like full of energy with the best attitude for continue with your learning process. And that was very good for you because you guys had a long weekend, yeah, so it was like long rest. Okay, as Carolina said, she's gonna be with you and with us, of course, helping us as the academic coordinator, and we have Nancy Ramirez, who is gonna help us monitoring everything, yeah, so you guys can contact them anytime you need them. And this is me. The picture is not like maybe I look like, but this is me. I'm gonna be your teacher, and this is my colleague Laura, teacher Laura, that you already know. Diego, yeah, a little bit. Okay, so we are gonna be together for you guys. You guys are, well, Laura already invited me to your WhatsApp group, yeah, so we are in the WhatsApp group together too. I'm gonna share with you the folder in which you guys will find all the resources we use here in the lessons, and maybe extra ones if you need. And this is my email, the one that I'm going to use for communicating with you. Okay, actually I will send you an email in some minutes. Okay, here we are. This is something very important, as you already know, because you are already familiar with the program. You guys need to attend all classes. It's very important for us because it is 4 hours per day, yeah? So you guys can fail the course, yeah, if you do not attend. Do you have any question about this? Is there anything you guys need to mention or comment on the attendance? It is something that is clear. The idea is that when I check the attendance, you guys say hi, hello, you just, like show me that you are. And of course, the rest of the class, you also show us that you are following the activities. Yeah, that's also very important. I will register the attendance every day, yeah, daily as the other teacher. So please remember, you guys have to attend the lessons. The idea is to enjoy and take advantage of the time you are working with us, yeah, because that will be very good for your learning process. If you have anything to tell about the absences or something related to the attendance, you can contact the coordinators. Okay. Here we are with the evaluation. This is the score you guys need to get to pass. It's not 3. So this is something that we want to clarify, because maybe you are thinking that was 3. Teacher Laura tell me to please remind your students about it. I say, okay, I will. So we passed the course, or the cycle, sorry, with 3.6. Yeah, and our maximum score is 5. We have different kind of evaluations You guys will know them. Yeah, and we have different activities, and the idea is that we can register them. Any question about the evaluation, guys? Something that we have different in this cycle. You know what? Maybe about the exam. Okay, I will tell you when we check. Okay, someone is answering. No? Thank you, Manuela.
No,
well, okay, let me just go back to this first and then the calendar. This is the evaluation system for this cycle. So look at the percentages and check that there is something different. Yeah. First, the project doesn't have like a lot of parts this cycle because you guys are almost ready for presenting the final version of it. Yeah. So I will tell you when I will check your videos before the final presentation, and you guys will present it this cycle. And you guys have standard tests. You remember what standard test means? I think you guys are familiarized with it. Yeah, with that kind of evaluation. So these are the percentages, and as well, yeah, as always, we will focus on all the activities we have in class. Yeah, the ones that we develop in class, because those are the ones that have the highest percentage. Look, 30%. Any question about the evaluation, guys? Is there anything you want to mention about standard tests? Maybe your experiences, your opinions. You say, oh no, teacher, terrible, I don't like it. Oh yeah, well, that's wonderful. I like that kind of evaluation. Tell me. Thank you, Maria. Do you like standard tests, guys?
Teacher, change the numbers in notes and lecture, writing and speaking for this level?
Yes, Beatriz, they are different. The previous ones were 7.5%, and these ones have 10% because there is a standard test. You are right. What else? Tell me about the standard test. Maybe you remember how is that kind of evaluation, right? No? Any idea? I will remind you, don't worry. And I will just show you, like, you know, some exercises related to that methodology. We will practice a little bit. It's gonna be okay. And let's go back to the calendar. So, as I already mentioned a lot of times, this is the start date. This is the one finished. These 2 days that you also like because those are the break. And as always, 40 hours together. Yeah, 40 hours per side. Any other thing? Questions about the calendar? Okay. This is our content. We continue with this book, but this cycle we are going to cover units 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so these are the 4 units we are going to cover, and in your virtual practice, which is Moodle, you guys will work on these extra exercises related to the content. Okay, this is something important for you because it's the date you guys will take the exam and the project. So we have Friday, June the 2nd, final project presentation. Monday, June 5th, this is your final test. And these are the break days, okay? Don't worry that you guys will have access to this information as soon as you get to the folder that I created for us. Questions, my friends, about these dates? No questions? Okay.
No questions.
Yes, teacher,
Okay, Beatriz?
I am driving, sorry. Teacher, for the presentation and the project, the same rules about the 3 minutes, about the correction and the before teacher?
Well, I'm not sure if I could understand very well what you said, but maybe you are asking about the time when I'm going to check what you did with the previous teacher, right? That's what you said? We will have one day, not the whole class, but some minutes for you to show me what you did and just, like to organize all the presentation. And later on, we will have the final presentation. So don't worry. We will have that time. That is usually when your teacher, okay, let me just kind of explain that again. As you were working in the project, yeah, the teacher had to give you feedback. Yes, I'm not gonna give you feedback many times this cycle because you already had that product. But of course, we will have some time for checking what you have done. Yes, and later on, we have the final presentation. That's how it works. Don't worry. Any other question? I love questions.
Teacher,
Yes.
can you show us the instructions about the project?
The again, okay, the form. Yeah, maybe I can show you the form and everything as it was explained before. Yes, for sure, I will. In some minutes, I will do it. Okay. Let actually have it here. So let me show it very quick. As Kiara is asking us about the project, let me show you our form. Oh, now I have it on the other one. Okay, I will show it to you later, don't worry. So, what else do we need to know? This is the information you need to know to access Moodle, Sistema Académico for the evaluation and scores. And this is my folder, the one that I created for you to check out the resources. So I put it here in Spanish so you know where you can access it. Yeah, there is a folder and you guys can check it because I'm going to be uploading this material. Okay? I created it with my email from Waze. So I guess you guys have, let me see, to use that email too. Let me just give it to you now and you guys try and you tell me if you can access it.
Sorry, teacher, do you send the slides about all emails the students?
So no, Beatriz, I'm going to upload them in our folder. In that folder, let me just give you the link and you guys tell me if you can access. Santiago, tell me the question. What's your question, Santiago?
No, teacher. Well, I want to ask if you shared this presentation through InDrive. Sorry, InDrive now.
Exactly, InDrive is the one that I used.
Okay.
So I'm sending it to you here in the chat and you guys can check if you can access it. Well, it doesn't have anything yet. Okay, click on it and tell me if you can access it. I already sent it to you in the chat.
Teacher, for me, the link isn't working.
Oh my goodness.
That didn't work. We're sorry, but can be found in the Correos.
Oh, but it's so weird. Okay, let me just give you maybe not that one, but let me just, okay, wait a second. So maybe what I should do is, well, but it's open. It is not private. Let me see if maybe I can just. Is there any person who could access it? Because if one person could, the rest of you.
No, teacher, I couldn't.
Okay, so that's the same thing. So maybe what we need is. It's maybe because I don't have my account here. Okay, let's just continue. And as soon as I fix it, I will just share it with you. Don't worry that I will fix it, okay? Because we cannot just waste time here. Maybe it's because I switched my computer. It's so funny. It sounds like a made-up story. But some minutes before we started the meeting, my computer crashed. So it was like, I was like, okay, I'm not going to panic. Everything is okay. If I have everything ready, there must be a solution. So I have to switch to my nephew's computer, and maybe it's because it doesn't recognize my Outlook account. So I cannot do anything. I cannot modify it. But don't worry. I will just fix it and give it to you, okay? I just need my computer back. So let's continue. And later when you are busy, I will check it. And as always, you guys need your book. The idea is that you guys are active in class, not just listening to me. Imagine 4 hours listening to a teacher. It's so boring, yeah? And if you don't practice, if you don't participate, if you don't speak, who is practicing? Your teacher. So the idea is that you guys are active, so try to get your microphone ready, try to be very focused, try to get like good internet connection. So let's do our best. Well, that's basically the information related to the course. We have our project that is named Important Life Events, and it is the final presentation this cycle. And that's it. This one was the activity in which you guys met me, and the coordinator just was like kind of surprised because she said those ones are so talkative and they are always asking questions. And I said, well, it's okay, you guys are nervous and I am too. Why not? Even if I have 13 years of teaching, that's like our first time together. So don't worry. We have time for a second good impression, and I hope we have a wonderful cycle together. I'm here for you. I'm here just for helping you, with whatever you guys need. So if you have questions, feel free to raise your hand. That way it can be, organized. But just feel that you guys like to learn in this environment. Yeah, I don't want you to feel afraid or asking questions or making mistakes. No, that's gonna be okay. And that's it. Is there any question you guys have before we start with the class? Because we need to start with our topics. Is there anything you want to say or ask or comment or maybe suggestions? Teacher, we would like to do this. We wouldn't like to do this. I think it doesn't work, etc. Anything?
No, teacher. I just wanted to say maybe that at this time, many of us are like moving from our work to our house, and that's commuting. So sometimes that's the reason, but maybe after some time, we start like participating actively into the class.
Thank you, Manuel. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Sorry?
Yes, teacher, it's true. I'm driving to my home.
Thank you, Mandy. This is the rush hour, in our country. This is the rush hour, in which a lot of people are going back to their places. Okay, perfect. So if you don't have any question, or maybe if you have questions later, you can just continue asking. Don't worry. Yeah, maybe if you want to say something or comment something or something we already talked, that's okay. No problem. So I have 2 things to do for you, tasks, right? First, to check what happened with my folder, because it was supposed to be ready for us. And second, to show you the form of the project. Yeah, and those are things that unfortunately I can't do now because this is not my computer, but I will fix it. Don't worry. Okay, my dear friends, this is Unit 5. We're gonna start with Unit 5. And remember, you guys know how intense is the course, you are familiar with it. So you know that we have to go like very, very fast, but always focusing our attention on the most relevant things, the ones that really help us produce. Yeah, you have to work on all the skills, but production skills are the ones that you really need to work on, that are basically speaking and writing. Of course, all of the skills are important. Listening, reading, writing, and speaking. But at this point in which you have a lot of knowledge in your mind, I will just, like focus a little bit more on the production activities, the ones that force you and help you and make you speak and write and use all your ideas. What's going on in the chat? Jorge, this is page 46. Thank you for the question. Page 46. Okay, yes, page 46. The unit is called face to face, and we're going to be talking about getting together. Yeah. So let's start. Here we are. Have you ever run into an old friend? Maybe you ran into someone last weekend because you guys were not studying or working. Do you understand the expression run into? Yeah?
Teacher, what does it mean? Please.
Okay, Santiago, let me show you the video, and that way we can check out what is that, and after that we can draw our conclusions. It's very, very short, and we will learn the meaning of run into and get together. Two phrasal verbs that are very related to relationships. So wait a second, let me show you the video and we can start. My goodness, your teacher doesn't have YouTube Premium, so a lot of commercials, a lot of ads all the time. Wait a second. My goodness, my folder of the resources is not working, and I was just checking lots of times. Here we are.
Have you ever run into an old friend? What did you talk about? In this video, we'll talk about the phrasal verbs run into and get together. Recently, I ran into an old friend at the store. I was surprised and happy to see him. We talked about our lives and we decided to get together later. We met at a cafe a week later and we had a great time. Run into means to meet someone by chance. Get together means to meet with someone intentionally. Have you ever gotten together with an old friend? What was it like? This is American English. Thank you.
The video was very short, but I think it was very useful and interesting because it was very concise. What do you think about it? Did you learn what run into means? Can you tell me with your own words?
Well,
No?
teacher, yes. Run into is when you are in some place and suddenly you see somebody you know and you greet and yeah.
Very good explanation, Manuel. Yeah, this is an unexpected meeting, right? You were not expecting to see that person. Okay, you suddenly see that. And get together. Dear friends, get together is the vocabulary of our unit. So you guys need to understand that. What is to get together?
It's playing a meeting with a friend or someone you know.
Yes, or someone you know. I like that because today we are going to learn a lot of vocabulary related to people. We may have any different relationship, yeah, from being friends. Okay, so look at this. I would like you to list all the times you've got together with other people in the last week, yeah, or previous week. And after that, I will tell you what to do. So think about those times in which you got together with someone last week. Any person, yeah? Because later I will ask you what for. What's the purpose of meeting with that person? So I'm gonna give you 3 minutes for that, okay? Relax, take it easy, write all the times, Or maybe you can list the times in the chat if you want, in the private way. That way I know that you are following the activity. So I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, list all the times you got together with other people. Thinking about last week. During the weekend, an old friend from school came to my house to ask me some questions about English because he's taking an English course and he needed my help. As I was very busy and it was not with other plans, I said, okay, let's get together and do it. Yes, so I met him. So list all the times. You don't need to be very descriptive in the writing, maybe when you speak, but just write all the times. Yeah, maybe you said, teacher, I was so busy. I was studying, I was working, I didn't see any person. Okay, but try to think about it. Okay, not only the real friends. Go ahead. 3 minutes for that. Thumbs up if you understood the instruction, please. Thumbs up. Thumbs up if you understood the instruction. Thank you, Manuel. Okay, here we have other ones. Any other one?
Teacher, a question.
Yes, yeah. Only
Is
Manuela and Manuel. Sorry, Kiara.
other people means doesn't not friends?
Exactly. Other people means friends. For example, your boss, your colleagues, your classmates.
Okay.
I don't know. Your neighbors, you know. So different people. Okay, go ahead. Think about it, and in 3 minutes, I'm back with you. Thank you so much for telling me in the chat. Thank you for your answers. I know you guys are a little bit shy to speak to all of your classmates, but thank you so much for writing them in my chat. Okay. Once a month, Mandy. Once a month. Okay. Okay. Most of your answers were related to your friends. Yeah. But now let's think about other people. So we have other people we can meet with, even if it is like, for example, something that is not just for fun. Yeah. Maybe because we share some duties. Yeah. So here I have this activity for you to look at the pictures and try to match them with the corresponding word. I know that the pictures may tell you a lot of things, so it will have like different possibilities, but try to be very specific. Yeah. Try to be very specific. So try to find the details in the pictures that may work just for one and not for the others. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna continue reading your answers while you guys are working on it, because this is part of the vocabulary we are going to learn. More people we meet with, yeah, and we are going to also learn how we can call those events or meetings, yeah, not just a party, not just a meeting. There are other words we can use for those getting together time. So let's work on it. And then we can check out the vocabulary. Let me see. You guys have the link in the chat. Please click on it and match the pictures with the corresponding images. Go ahead.
Incluso especial, tiene 6 huevos.
Okay.
What's that? Was it any person talking to me apart from finished? No? Okay. So is there any one of you who can please share the screen so we can check the words and the pictures? Any of you who can share the screen? No? Thank you, Manuel, for raising your hand. You can do it. I already let you do it. Manuel, I guess you, okay, yes, now I can see. Awesome. Okay, acquaintances. People you know for any reason, but maybe they are not your friends. Business associates, people you have any kind of business with, yeah? Clients, people who work for you, or maybe if you are just hiding any service, you are the client, yeah? Okay, clients are a little bit more related to a personal relationship, more than customer, than when you go, for example, to a store. Yeah, that's maybe the little difference, because a lot of people use them both like clients or customers, but I prefer using clients when you have like a closer relationship with that one, because maybe in some cases you are hiring the service for, I mean, like just for you. Neighbors, the people around your neighborhood. Yes, maybe in the same block, in the same building. Yes, thank you, Manuel, for your help. Strangers, strangers, people you don't know. Let me tell you something very interesting with this word in English. Strangers are people you don't know, but sometimes we can call our friends strangers. Can you imagine of a situation in which you can do that? That's weird, right? Think about that exception.
Yo tampoco.
For example, you said, well, strangers are people you don't know. Yeah, that's like the word, like very related in Spanish. People you don't know, strangers. Like mom says, do not talk to strangers. That may be dangerous. Okay, but in some cases, just in very, very few situations, we can take it as an exception and we can call our friends strangers. You have any idea about which situation I'm talking about? Only when those friends of you have lost contact for a long time, maybe unintentionally or intentionally. And you say, hello, stranger, I'm back. And that is a very colloquial word here we have in Colombia, like very, very informal. Have you got any idea about the word that I want to relate this strangers mean on the other side? Like, for example, say, well, Manuel haven't contacted me for a long time. We have, you know, like lost contact. We haven't kept in touch for a long time. And say, hey, stranger. What is the meaning of that? Say it in Spanish, don't worry, don't be afraid.
Maybe perdido.
Something like that. Yeah, that's the same idea, but there is one word, like very specific.
Desconocidos.
No. Very specific. What? Again?
Extraños.
No, Catherine. No, it is a little bit more specific. Very, very, very similar to the word that Manuel used.
Desconocido.
No, ingrato. Yeah, do you understand that one? Yes. So it's more like not like a real stranger, a person you don't know, but it's more like what? Yeah, what have you been doing? What happened? Why have we lost contact? We should keep in touch. So that's the word stranger in that context, only that in that context, in that very, very informal, colloquial way. Yeah. All sorry, only for close friends. Okay, my dear friends, continue, Marvel. Which ones do we need to check? Speakers. People, it's not just people who speak. We are all speakers that way. No. Speakers are people who need to, I don't know, give any kind of message, or maybe who work with it. People who give conferences, yeah. People who give speech about any topic, yeah. Experts, those are the speakers. Okay. Friends, the most common one, and the one that we know. And political leaders, very simple as well. Politicians, or any kind of person who just have, you know, a role related to leading a political position. Okay, cool. Any question about the vocabulary, my friends? We have more. Thank you so much, Manuel, for sharing. Let's go back. Let's please go to our book. Okay, Manuel, maybe you can stop sharing, please. Thank you. Manuel, you're raising your hand. I'm not sure if that's recent or...
No, teacher, that's all.
Okay, thank you. So let's go to our book. You guys are on page 46, and we have more vocabulary related to people and also to the events. Okay, so we were just checking some words related to people. Here we have some others, but we also have some events. So what do you have to do? You have to match them with the possible events, but try to be specific, because I know that we have a lot of options. Yeah, you can say, yeah, teacher, but ex-classmates can go on a blind date. Yeah, but not the purpose, you know, that's not the purpose of it. So try to be, you know, like very limited to the options you just want to match. And later on, when we are done with the vocabulary, we are going to work with the words or the verbs we use, yeah, when we want to talk about the events. For example, what are you doing with the class today? If you are here in class, well, not here, but you are in class, what is that action? Which one, Beatriz? What is that action? You are going to class. Well, not really going. That's another.
Attended?
Yes, you are attending to class. So you can attend a class, you can attend a conference, yeah? You can attend a meeting. So that's what I want you to think of. People, yes, with their possible events and the action that refers to that, how can I say, like meeting or gathering together. For example, you have a business meeting, yes? And who can have a business meeting? Who of these people can have a business meeting? What are the possible answers?
Speaker.
Business associate?
Okay, yes, why not? Because that's another option. Yes, business associates. So try to be very specific, and that way you can just find, you know, the options. Later on, the idea is to connect them. You know, the three columns: people, the events they actually go, or they have, or they make, or they attend, or they use. Yes, that's the idea. So think about that, because later when you have an activity with this, try to just work on your own. And in some meetings, when you are just finished with your ideas, I will send you to the breakout rooms, yeah, to talk about this. Okay, let's go. Okay, guys, tell me your answers. What do you guys select? Okay. Any ideas?
Teacher, sorry, before this, what is the meaning of summit?
Okay, Karen. Karen, summit is like a special meeting, yeah, for work, like when you have like the top of it. For example, first you start with conferences, then you have with, business meeting, but at the end you are preparing something to go in there because it's very, very important, very, very special. It's like, for example, there is one here in South America, but I forgot the name, when all the presidents go to that one because they have to just like talk about the progress and process and the results of what they have done during some period. You understand? Is there any word we find for that in Spanish related to our environment, boys and girls? That is when it's the top of the meetings.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Okay, Karen. Guys, do you understand that one? Which is the word in Spanish? Okay, let's not
Maybe Congreso?
Sorry, Santiago?
Maybe Congreso? Like a Congreso?
But that will be another one, Santiago, because that one, the one that we talk with, this one is like the top, the maximum one. So let me tell you something. Okay, it is okay if we don't use Spanish, but in your mind, think about, but I don't know where you guys are from, but maybe if you guys live in Bucaramanga, there is one neighborhood with that name. Let me see. Someone told me, yes, Diego, that's the word. That's the word. Well, the idea is to know that is, of course, in a very formal environment, yeah, and it's the tops, the maximum meeting you guys can get something ready for. Yes. Okay. What would you? Let me see. What time is it? Okay, it's fine. Okay. What I want you to do is to have this conversation with your classmates in the breakout rooms, and I'm gonna go to your room to just monitoring and ask you some questions, but relating to the three words, the people, the possible events or meetings they can have, and the verbs that you need to use when you are talking about that kind of event. Yeah, it will take us just like 5 minutes to get it, don't worry. So I will send you to the breakout rooms and you guys can just, let me see, can talk about that. The ones that you selected for each people, yes, and the verbs. It's just having an informal conversation. You don't need to do any other thing because I need to go there and talk to you. So let me send you there. Just three is okay. Three. Okay, so maybe we have one here. Okay, guys, see you in a bit. I will visit you.
Pero West puede.
I listen to some people speaking Spanish over here.
No,
No,
teacher.
we only speak
Your
English.
brain, your brain, get us wrong.
How you doing, guys? Good? Is it a hard exercise or is it okay?
Honestly, yes, it's a bit difficult.
Yeah. Maybe because you have different options or why?
Maybe because we don't know the meaning of all the
But
column B,
events?
all the events of column B. Yes.
Okay. That's a good reason. I will explain them when you guys finish just like sharing your ideas. I was just like checking what you guys were doing, and I will see you in a bit when I finish, monitoring. So just keep going and don't worry that we will check the other verbs. Okay, see you in a bit.
Okay.
I think make
¿Cuál sigue? Diner. Esa diner podría ser half.
Maybe dinner.
¿Cuál sería esa?
creo que
How are you doing? Is it difficult? Is it hard?
It's difficult. Some meetings are difficult for looking for the people.
Because I have not explained the meetings, right? Don't worry that I will. I just wanted you to just check your previous knowledge to see if you could guess. Okay, so in which one are you guys discussing?
The when people looking for a partner go on a blind date.
Oh yes, they go on a blind date. People looking for a partner can also, let's see, use a social networking site, right? No? Yes, maybe they can,
Teacher, the meetings can repeat with the people, with the...
Yes, Kiara, they can be possible to repeat them. There are possible answers.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys are already discussed the rest of them because you are in people looking for a partner, right? So you are missing just strangers?
Yes.
Okay. So I will see you in a bit. I will finish visiting the other ones and I will go back, sorry, to the whole meeting for us. Hello guys, which one are you checking? How is it going? Is it hard to do? Is it okay? Tell me.
Well, teacher, we are like in the middle. um, yes, it's sometimes we have to discuss why and why not.
Okay.
But yes, we are. Yes.
I don't understand the expression of go on.
Sorry, again?
What is the meaning of the expression of what go on?
Well, in this context, all of them have a relationship with attending a meeting, you know? So you have to just find like the exact definition. Which one are you working on? Show me and I can just give you an example. Are you guys sharing the screen or something, or how can you do it? How are you guys working on the exercise?
I am not sharing, but I can share. We're going on the column B, and we start like saying, okay, this is the word, for example, and then we
Okay,
start.
so you have, okay, in that case you have go on. Let's try to find any word that works with it. You can go on a blind date. Yes. You can also go on a dating, let me see, website. You have one here. Yes, a dating website. And you can go on an online meeting. That's also another option. And you can go on a social networking site.
How about a celebration meal, teacher?
Sorry?
How about go on a celebration meal?
No, you have.
Have?
You have a celebration meal. What happens is that there are also possible answers for the others. Yeah, you can repeat them. Don't worry, don't feel very stressed, because in some cases you may find possible answers for different verbs. For example, I said that you can go on a blind date, but you can also have a blind date. Why not? So you say, I go on a date. I have a date. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's fine. Yes.
Okay, teacher.
What about a family get together? Which one did you use?
Relatives make a family get together. I put that.
Actually, for make, the only one that I will use is make a conference.
Okay.
Because in that one, you have to prepare. If you make the conference, is the one, you know, like who has to prepare everything you are going to say there, like the topic, the research. Yeah, so you are making it.
But
the verb makes.
I think that we need make a preparation.
Exactly, Manuela. But in that case, you have different verbs that can help you with that. For example, you are cleaning the place, you are cooking the food. Yeah, those are the arrangements you can just have in order to have a party or a family get together. Yeah, but with make a conference, yes, is more related to what you have to do on your own. Yes.
Okay.
So that's one that could be a different one. Okay, let me see what time is it, because I am missing one group. I wasn't. Oh my god. It's okay, because we can just continue with this and I can explain each one of these on the column B. Yeah. So you guys have like a better perspective and a wider knowledge about it. I will be back in some minutes. I'm just finishing with one other meeting. Hello, guys. How are you, Marlon and Jessica? Did you finish the exercise?
Hi, teacher. Yes, finished.
Yes? Awesome. How was it? Was it okay?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Hi,
Not
teacher.
so hard to understand? No. A little bit?
Excuse me?
Not really hard to understand?
No, but we can put in section B
Yes?
more than one.
Yes, you can, Marlon. More
Okay.
options? Yeah. Like, for example, you can have a blind date, have a celebration meal, you can have a conference call or make a conference call. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Okay, teacher. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, guys, I was checking your job. Thank you so much for being very active, talking to your classmates. I know that you may have a lot of doubts about the column B because we did not check out every single event, but do not worry. Tomorrow I will continue with you and I will give you the feedback on what you did, okay? Because I know that maybe you will a little bit confused because you can find different options with the same verbs. So don't worry, don't get frustrated. Go and enjoy your break, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful night, guys. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Goodbye, teacher.
You, teacher. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Welcome, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, Manuela, thank you so much.